Headline news most affecting Chilliwack this week. Anticipation is building as Chilliwack gets ready for an in-person Rotary Christmas Parade. And then tonight is the premiere of the 2022 Rotary Christmas Show presented by Prospera Credit Union. A GoFundMe page has been set up for a family who lost everything in a townhome fire. It is considered arson. Goodbye Judy Tuesday. The lead singer for the local 60s covers band has had to hang up the mic. And the Grizzlies head to BC Place as their playoff run continues. Josh will have more in sports. Our guests this week include Realtor and Rotary Christmas Parade supporter Danielle Beausoleil, as well as parade supporter Abigail Montalvo with the Royal Hotel. All right, Chilliwack, let's get started. First off, in our interview with Belina 2 weeks ago, we pluralized the name in the title graphic to Belina's, and that was in error, and our apologies. Because Belina does such an amazing job, our producer must have thought there were more than one Belina to get the job done. Now, Belina will be doing traffic control for the Rotary Christmas Parade. You'll be able to see that on chillTV come December the 3rd. Also, right after the newscast, starting at 7, we will have the premiere of the 2022 Rotary Christmas Show presented by Prospera Credit Union. It's a wonderful kickoff to the holiday season with family-friendly music and comedy, drama and dance, all from local professional and amateur artists. So you're going to love this third annual event, first introduced because of the cancellation of the 2020 Rotary Christmas Show. And this year, for the first time, you're going to get both. Next week is the much anticipated return of the Rotary Christmas Parade. It's presented by Mountainview Harley Davidson and Mountainview Motorsports. And next week, we will have an interview with Trevor McDonald, the executive director of the Chilliwack BIA, and Sandra Bonner-Peterson with Bear Image Productions. They will be your play-by-play hosts for the parade. And this week, we'll be interviewing a couple of very big supporters of the parade. First off will be Danielle Beausoleil, who is the Realtor Platinum sponsor for the December 3rd Rotary Parade. We'll have a conversation with her in just a few minutes. And then Abigail Montalvo, with the Royal Hotel, she is, and the Royal Hotel, gold sponsor for this year's parade, which literally rolls right past the front door of the iconic city landmark. And we'll be talking to Abigail in just a couple of minutes' time as well. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency has confirmed that 7 commercial poultry farms in the Fraser Valley tested positive for the highly pathogenic avian influenza. Now, this was between November the 16th and the 19th of this month. Now, here's the catch. There are 6 farms in Abbotsford, 1 in Chilliwack, all under quarantine. However, CFIA are not saying where they are specifically. Early this past Monday morning, locals were awakened to the sound of a vehicle fire in a townhouse complex of the 45,000 block of Watson Road. It caused a lot of damage to one unit in particular. A GoFundMe page has been set up to help the family who lost all their possessions, and they did not have contents insurance. Now, the fire is considered arson. Now, to help out, you just go to GoFundMe, you type in Chilliwack, BC, the family page will be at the top of the queue. Somewhere, there is a 649 winner in Chilliwack that has a $1 million ticket burning in their pocket. This was for the November 19th gold prize draw. Now, all the winning numbers are at bclc.ca.
Ho, ho, ho! You know, nothing says Chilliwack more than Mount Chiam in the background here and chillTV. Thanks for tuning in to chillTV's News of the Week and anchorman Don Lehn. Ho, ho, ho!
It is November, and we are still dealing with wildfires. Last week, 2 separate fires, both of them human-caused, broke out, one in Agassiz and one in Seabird Island, respectively. Both fires are not under control, they now are under control, but BC Wildfire Service has not said that the actual 2022 wildfire season is officially over. So this gives you an idea of how severe the fall drought actually was. The 450-seat expansion of G.W. Graham Secondary School is now complete. The total capacity for the school is now at 1,450 people. But there is an irony. The portables are still there. The expansion was to have replaced those portable classrooms. This is Restorative Justice Week. Chilliwack Restorative Justice, along with Griffin Security, have brought back Operation Red Nose. Now, it starts Friday. It runs to New Year's Eve. Operation Red Nose does have a Facebook page if you want to volunteer as a driver, work the phones, or if you need simply a ride home from your Christmas festivities. It is Goodbye Judy Tuesday. Thank you, Rolling Stones, for the play on words, but Judy Hill is the keyboard player for one of Chilliwack's favorite cover bands. They specialize in the 1960s and 70s. But hearing health issues have now forced Judy to retire from the stage and playing music altogether if she wants to keep her hearing. It's very similar to what Huey Lewis, of Huey Lewis and the News, has had to deal with. Well, Hill told chillTV she's very touched by all the outpouring of love and the support from the community, but she's going to miss performing. Over the weekend, there was a public celebration of life for Ethan Fleming. He was the Rosedale and Imagine High student who, at the age of 16, had a number of cancer surgeries, but in the end, his body simply could not take any more punishment. The ceremony was live streamed. It can be found on the Memorial Facebook page. It's called Ethan's World. And for those of us in the know, Eve, you're going to be missed. After the break, 3 interviews coming up with the Rotary Christmas Parade and a few updates. And then Josh with sports. chillTV's News of the Week, and we are continuing with our lead up towards the Rotary Christmas Parade. chillTV will be live streaming, and that is on Saturday, December the 3rd. Got to say a big thank you and a welcome to Abigail Montalvo, who is with Royal Hotel. And you guys, I'm always envious of you. You have the best seat in the house for any time we do a parade.
Indeed.
So I'm curious to know, because I've heard this before in years past, that people will book a room just so they can see the parade. Is that true? Or do we know?
It is true.
It is true, okay.
We do have quite a few rooms that have the view right onto the main corridor where the parade's going to be passing by, and some Juliet balconies as well. However, if you're looking to secure a room with us this year, we are already sold out.
Okay. Speaking of the hotel, the history is so cool. When you got involved with it, I'm sure you had to do a little bit of research going, that really happened here, and that happened here, and that here. How much of that was information overload for you?
Well, I love delving into history in general, and especially when you're going to be leading up any kind of industry in any community, it's really important to know the culture and the heritage therein. So when we acquired this property, I actually started working with the team several months prior in May, and that entire time was just absorbing the history of the location, how it had been established in 1908, the same year that the city integrated as a municipality. So it really has been a fabric of Chilliwack for its entire longevity. I mean, since its inception, it's operated as a hotel and nothing other. It's never closed its doors.
Yes.
So if you want to talk about a solid business, there's one that we've got right here in the heart of our downtown. And we just feel really privileged to be able to have taken it over from the Marks family, who did a great job stewarding it through the past few decades. And play a pivotal role in its revitalization.
Speaking of the revitalization, the hotel and District 1881, you got in there just as all of this was expanding and still is. Anything else that's coming for the Royal, or can we drop some hints or that? I know there's been a lot of activity around the Royal Hotel over the last couple of months.
Well, as you know, a cornerstone of Chilliwackian nightlife was the Wellington Public House for a very long time. It will no longer be called the Wellington. We are renaming it Whiskey Richards, and we're just finishing up some aesthetic renovations in there now. So lots of fun coming in the new year.
Do we have an idea of when there's this grand reopening of that area or
You'll
that
be
part?
the first to find out.
Gotta love it. Now, the parade itself, you're involved. You guys going to have a float, or are you going to be walking yourself with a flag, or what are you going to be doing?
Well, we're actually hosting several events that day. So we have jumped onto this chillTV sponsorship. So we'll be part of your float and part of all the marketing materials. And it's just a really great honor to be able to reach out into the community and show support where we can. And of course, the exposure is great, but we would have done it silently as well. We truly believe that it's our responsibility to make sure that we're supporting our community and all of the activities that make it vibrant.
It's got to be really cool when you look at other markets looking at Chilliwack, and one of the first things people see it's the Royal. That's got to be a whole lot of pride. Any new photographs that are showing up on social media that we don't know about that you guys took or somebody else took and going, hey, this is what's happening?
Not quite yet. We've actually been really hush-hush about everything that we've got going on behind those walls right now. Yeah. And when we take our step back into the public fold, we want to do so in grand form. So we've taken it really, really under the radar, and we're looking forward to doing the grand unveiling for all of the refurbishments that have been happening within our walls over the last few months.
Now, the parade itself, you're booked. Anything else that is happening between now and New Year's Eve as well, or any other events, or is it right now staying the course and just going, hey, we got the parade, we're just going to focus on the parade right now?
Oh, well, we are hosting a number of private events, as is the holiday season. But other than that, nothing for the public just yet. But like I said, coming in the new year, you'll see. Okay,
and you're all over social media.
Indeed, indeed. We've got our Instagram page, we've got our Facebook page, so any updates that you want to see on the Royal Hotel, those will be the places to find it. And we're coming out with new signage, an entire new social marketing package. Everything is being revamped. So yeah, in January, you'll see all of those changes, and I think that we will add something of value to the downtown for food and beverage service. So.
Now, if somebody wanted to get more information on the future plans or maybe becoming involved with the Royal, how do we get a hold of you?
Well, you can give us a call at our main number, 604-792-1210, or you can shoot us an email at info@royalhotelchilliwack.com, and one of our Royal Hotel team members will be with you at a moment's notice.
Great stuff. Abigail, again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And you're watching chillTV's News of the Week. chillTV's News of the Week, getting festive with Danielle Beausoleil, who is a commercial realtor. Everybody knows the face from the signs. There we go.
Here I am.
But you're also involved in something that chillTV is involved with, and we're finally going to have a parade. The Rotary Christmas Parade, December the 3rd, Saturday. It's actually at 5:30, but we're going to have a pregame show at 5. We'll tell you about that in a second. Thanks for coming on board. This is a ton of fun. What was your first reaction when you thought, hey, I could do this?
These are three of my favorite things.
Yeah.
We have Rotary, which I love. We have Christmas, which I love. That might be a tie, but what I love more. Yeah. And a parade. So how do you go wrong? Yeah, obviously.
And dressed festively, I see.
I'm ready for Christmas.
I was going to say, is this the Mrs. Claus outfit? Or?
Nope, this is just the Christmas party attire.
To get involved in something like this, and you've been involved in a lot of community projects in the past, especially with Rotary, does this one feel different now that I don't want to say the pandemic is done, because it's not, but we're kind of getting some breathing room. How are you feeling about this?
This is so exciting to me. I just think, I have a 6-year-old, and it's such a magical time for kids. So to be able to be involved in something that is not only really great for the entire community, but something that's going to bring joy to the little ones makes me really happy.
Does the 6-year-old understand that mom's kind of involved in a Christmas parade?
No, she doesn't yet. We did see on the news the other day that the Vancouver Christmas parade was canceled, and she just about started to cry. She was really upset. So I was like, don't worry, we got this. There's going to be Christmas in Chilliwack.
And that brings me to the next question with Rotary. A lot of people in Chilliwack are breathing a sigh of relief. We have the parade. Is there a reluctance to kind of stick your tongue out at Vancouver and go, well, if you can't pull it off, but we can? There's got to be a little dig here. So.
Okay, well, I was thinking it, but you said it. This is one of the things that I absolutely love about living and working in Chilliwack is we are such a community. And really, our neighbors are watching out for each other. And even all the Facebook pages, around the city, each little subdivision or community has a page where they're looking out for each other. And the Christmas parade, to me, is really indicative of what Chilliwack is. It's all the community coming together and celebrating, and we're just blessed to have so much and be so fortunate and just getting to share it with our friends and neighbors. On your end, when it comes to the organization, how long have you been part of the planning process? Because this is not something you slap together and go, hey, we're here. As far as the Christmas parade? As far as your involvement, yeah. Well, I mean, I've been attending the Christmas parade for years and years and years. I remember taking my boy when he was little, and he is now giant. This specific one, it's all a bit of a blur because it just came together. It came together what seems like was fairly quickly, given the events over the last couple of years. There was always some uncertainty as to, is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? All these things.
Yeah. And with the economy, we've got the parade going. And in your industry, we're all keeping an eye on real estate as a commercial realtor. Are you breathing a sigh of relief? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel that you're seeing?
Well, you know what? I think are you referring to the market?
To the market
and
itself,
the economy
but
and the interest rates. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of fear out there, and justifiably so. Like we just haven't seen interest rate hikes have been happening. So of course that's going to cause a little bit of anxiety. You know, but at the end of the day, the market is still good. Things are moving, things are going. We just have to adjust our expectations, which frankly is also a good thing because it was unaffordable for a lot of families.
Now, getting back to the parade itself, by the way, it is going to be live streamed on chillTV. We have a really cool pre-parade show at 5 o'clock, and then at 5:30, Danielle, you're going to be part of it, and definitely come down and join us along the parade route. We might interview you if you're going to wear the red.
I'm wearing the red.
And could be interviewing you as well. Again, it is Saturday night, December the 3rd. The Rotary Parade is back, which is a great thing for Christmas. Danielle Beausoleil, Platinum sponsor. Again, a big thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And you're watching chillTV's News of the Week.
How's it going, everyone? Josh here, back with you. We got sports. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. We got a big game to cover because the GW Graham Grizzlies played their AAA boys quarterfinal playoff game against the South Delta Sun Devils this weekend, and it was a bona fide thriller. Playing in front of a sold-out crowd at Exhibition Stadium, GW was up 41-35 with just 20 seconds to go when the Sun Devils scored to tie. With the potential game-winning chip shot field goal lined up, Tyson Oregard stepped up with a block on the kick to send the game to overtime. So the Grizz score on their first possession in OT, take a 7-point lead. But the Suns matched with a TD of their own. Now, they have the option here. They can either kick a field goal for the win, for the tie, or they can go for the 2-point in the win, which they do, only for GW's Josh Sayo to come up with the game-winning interception in the end zone. Wow, what a ride. The Grizzlies advanced by the skin of their teeth, 48-47. But that's the last time they'll have home field advantage, as they now head to BC Place for their semifinal showdown with the St. Thomas More Knights on Saturday, November the 26th. Kickoff is at 4 p.m., and if you want to check out the game in person, tickets are available through GW Graham. Sticking with football, this past weekend was the BC Community Football Provincial Championship Finals, held right here in Chilliwack. And it was the Chilliwack Giants who won the first ever Adams six-man tackle provincial title. Led by Giants Team Pool, led by London Pool, they won a nail-biter in the finals against the other Chilliwack Giants, Team Harder. The Chilliwack teams actually dominated this new category, amassing a staggering 31-1 combined record over the course of the season. So congrats to both Team Pool and Team Harder on an incredible season. Sticking with football for one more story, let's talk about the Valley Huskers Fill the Freezer fundraiser, which is happening right now. The Valley Huskers Football Club are teaming up with Fraser Valley Meats to get your freezers full of high-quality meat and raise a bit of money for the team. So head over to the Huskers website for more information and to purchase. We're going to also send out some congratulations to the Sardis Secondary School swimmers. Charlie, Kayla, Annaleek, Sydney, Jed, Audrey, Isaiah, Maya, Bronwyn, and Owen, who all swam hard and represented Sardis well at last week's provincials in Richmond's Watermania. Also a big shout out to Dave Shapard, the aquatics sports director at Sardis, for some amazing pictures of the event as well. Speaking of swimming, the Chilliwack Stingrays Swim Club Winterfit 2023 is coming up January 4th to April 30th. All the events are going to be at the Chiem Pool, and it's for ages 3 up to 10 years old. More information can be found at the Chilliwack Stingrays Facebook page. Congratulations to Chilliwack's Justin Gallant and tuner Nick Duda for winning the X275 Streetcar Super Nationals in Las Vegas. Glant races out of Mission Raceway, and Jessica Armstrong with Mission Raceway told chillTV that Justin was actually in a really bad accident in this event in Vegas last year. The car had to be completely rebuilt, but obviously things went a little better for him this time around. In fact, both of the fastest cars at the 275 came from Chilliwack. The BCHL announced that Chiefs and AJ Lacroix is in the running to join his teammate Abram Weeb for the 3-on-3 Outdoor All-Star Tournament happening in January in Penticton. Last week, the league revealed that the initial 18 skaters Last week, the league revealed the initial 18 skaters, but 4 goalies and 6 more skaters are going to be needed to complete the rosters. Lacroix is a recent Michigan State commit and sits second in team scoring. In the 18 games so far this season, the 17-year-old has 6 goals, 10 assists. That's a pretty good result. And fans can vote for their favorite players to enter the event at Chiefs social media. All right, that's all we've got for sports. Back to Don with the weather after the break.
chillTV weekend weather with Cari Moore. Now, Cari, we could probably sing Guns N' Roses' November Rain to describe this weekend.
Don, you're dating yourself because I had to Google that song as I'd never heard it before. But yes, it will be a cold November rain continuing throughout the weekend, with highs of 8 and possible overnight lows down to -2. The clouds will be clearing up at the beginning of next week, but the temperatures will continue to drop. There's a chance of flurries forecasted for midweek, so I hope everyone stays warm and dry. Back to you, old-timer.
Thanks, Cari. And remember, tonight you can tune in to the premiere of the Rotary Christmas Show, sponsored by Prospera Credit Union. Now, if you have a story you think we should know about, you can always send us a note to news@chilltv.ca. We'd love to hear from you. That's the news this week. I'm Don Lehn.